Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mountaineers offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, that's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Push down for the tackle. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Tide.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw, it's Burton. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy-pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Pulls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Running back goes in motion. They're going to throw it again. It's complete. And they're able to get him down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over Tulsa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Burton. He finds his man.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Fires complete on the crosser. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Got his man quickly. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Mountaineers are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Farmer. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for a block, it's Hamilton. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed on the outside, it's Young. Offense gets set for second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll run play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. And they get the sack just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Farmer. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And now on second down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mack. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Dialing up a second down pass play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Caught near the sticks. It's Odom. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking to move it through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Scanning the field, it's Mack. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Alabama! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Burton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Back to throw, it's Mack. Using the quick game. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The play action fake. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled.
1st and 10.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose down the middle. The tag, sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. The give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. It's a draw. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Burton. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team.
And now, it's fourth down.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to go up top on first down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The aerial assault continues. And they're not on the same page there. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Burton. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots there.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Touchdown Tide! And the beatdown has ensued.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 24 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Burton. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, West Virginia, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Using his legs, it's Young. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? To throw, it's Burton. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The give to the lone running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They'll leave it with him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And after the extra point, they trailed 35-17. They took it 71 yards down the field. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Young. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.